it's time for me to fix your dumbbell row. All right, guys, I've been getting a lot of clients sending me their dumbbell row form, and some have been great, some have been okay, and some have been horrible. So what I want to do is I want to fix this, and fix it now. I want to literally teach you this exercise, start to finish, to get your back growing today and you progressing and not doing it with your erectors, with your biceps, with your forearms, with your upper back. So let's first start with the most basic thing is how to set up the bench. All right, so let's start here with this bench. What I'm seeing a lot is this thing is simply set too high. So you see how vertical this is? So if I'm here, I want you to look at my torso position. If I'm posting up on this hand, even if I was here on my forearm, posting up, that's not a good angle of my torso. You see how upright I am with this? So it's gonna give me a really tendency to wanna pull high into my upper back and a tendency to wanna stretch down and over-rotate and sort of get my erectors into this. So step one is this has to come down. So let's lower the hole and see the difference. So for me, because I know this bench and I've used it for a decade at this point, I know where to set it up. So when I post up on this for my step forward row, this is perfect height for me. Because if you look with the dumbbell in my hand, and this is a 40 pounder, if I had the bigger, heavier dumbbells, it's gonna be bigger. So I know I can get good range of motion, not hit the ground, and then row up, right? If I post it up here, again, look at that torso angle that it changed. This is too high. If I'm gonna post with a straight arm, this is too high. If I'm on my forearm, this is perfect height because look at my torso, chest to the ground. That ratio is flawless. So that way I can get a good row off of that, right? If I'm gonna post up with my arm, check this out. Now, that's a good range. If you prefer to be more of a straight arm as opposed to down your elbow. Here, this is another great option for if I'm gonna be on my forearm, because here, I'm still getting good range. This puts me almost parallel to the floor, which is a great place to be in for all your rowing movements. So, bench height, that's number one, and then how you're gonna brace, whether it be your palm or your forearm. All right, next up, we have this set properly. If you know, what I've been teaching is a step forward row, right? Which I freaking love because for the most part, it makes you humble yourself, use lighter loads, because you can't cheat nearly as much as you can with the staggered stance. So the next thing I'm seeing is the dumbbell pass. So what I mean is, you would think logically, on a row, you'd want it to go against gravity, which runs which way? Test, north and south. Gravity doesn't run east and west, or the way with the floor, right? If you want the weight to get on the muscle, you have to bring it towards the ceiling. So, logically thinking about this, if the weight is swinging forward and swinging back, is that giving me more or less tension? The answer is less. So, let me show you the bad way first of what I'm getting, and then let me show you the way I want it done. So, bad way first. Weight's out, and then swing. I can literally talk to you. This is easy. Not doing shit. See the path of that? It's an arc. We do not want that. Now, I know why this is confusing because you'll see me do this and I will let the weight drift a little forward, but that's to get a stretch on my lat. I'm not swinging it, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So, with here, I let it get out to my toe and then pull to my hip. So yes, it is swinging a touch. Toe, hip, toe, hip. But what I'm not doing is letting it get up here and then swinging my elbow back. Because that is not working my lat, okay? The reason I don't go perfectly north to south is because that would get too much bicep into it. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm here, I'm gonna go straight up, look at that. It's a ton of bicep, right? A ton if I kept pulling rear delt and upper back. So I want to get out a little bit and then pull towards my pocket. Out a little bit to my toe, pull to my pocket. Here, 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 here. Not here to here. Now, I exaggerated that swing to show you what the bad way is. The next thing, not allowing your back or your lat to open up. Now, I know this can be very confusing and tricky because I say, hey, don't twist at the spine, meaning your lower back. You will have to get a little bit of torso twist to open that back fully. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, a non-fully stretched lat is here. Watch my back open when I do that. See that difference here? Opening that lat, and this is starting point. Open, now we row. Open and reach, now we go. Open and reach, go. I had a great coaching cue once. This happened to stumble upon because I was working with one of my bikini girls on her dumbbell row. And I couldn't get her to learn that tendency because she just wanted to go here to here, right? I could not get that back to open, to lengthen. So I put my phone on the ground. I said, hey, pick it up. Brace yourself here, pick up that phone. Well, I can't reach it. Yes, you can. Open that lat, pick it up, and now go. You have to have that opening of that lat to get a maximum stretch for this to be a truly optimal way of performing this exercise, in my opinion. So open that lat, drive to the hip, and squeeze that back like there's literally nothing else on the planet that's more important. It's the key to the dumbbell row. I just talked you through the entire section of how to set up the bench, the path of the range of motion, and then how to get extra length and stretch out that lat. All right, last thing here. Let's say the benches at your gym are hard and few to come by. A lot of people like to do these off the rack. Great, I love it. I did off the rack for years. If you're busy, if it's a busy gym, it's probably not the place to do it. But if you're gonna do them off the rack, which I am a fan of, let me show you. Here, look at my torso position. That's what we just talked about with this bench. Too high. If you're gonna do it off the rack, you gotta get down here on the bottom level. Now look at my torso in relation to the floor. It's way better here. It allows me to row. This, too high, too much trap. Stop it. Drop down, get that more parallel to the ground, and now row. I think I fixed your dumbbell row, or dear God, I hope so. If not, send me your form, allow me to post it on the internet, and I'll break it down and show you how to fix it. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Dumbbell Rows by Chris. See you guys.